Rough start the first couple of weeks for Levis as he goes to the air. It's intercepted. Jair Alexander high-stepping for 6.
Welcome to the Pick Six Podcast, the only podcast good enough to induct themselves into the Ring of Honor. If you know, you know. We got Louie. I'm Trevor. Still, we're ready for a banger this week. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Why are you... Bro.
I was
God.
after work. I'm hungry, okay?
I've been home for 2 hours. All right. We'll get... It's math, dude. It's
Give or
math.
take.
Yeah. All right. So we'll get started. I've challenged us both to pick a game this week going into week 4, a week 4 matchup that we think is where all the lights are going to be, and we're going to pick who's going to win. We're going to talk a little bit about the game. So we've chosen our game of the week. Louis, bless our ears. What is it? Let's go.
We're going to see Josh Allen beat up on a team that only has a running back. We got the Ravens versus the Bills.
See, that's like almost right, but that's not going to happen. Listen, the Ravens, hey, how about that game? How about that game Sunday? Did you like that? Because I thought it was decent. I thought beating the Cowboys was pretty good.
They almost lost. Like, it's not impressive.
But they didn't.
That didn't impress me.
Josh Allen almost lost to 5-foot dude, but he didn't. So
Who?
we're 3. Kyler, week 1, he was destroying him.
See, that's
for
that's
2
different.
quarters of football.
That's different, though. The Ravens almost gave up the comeback.
Right.
That doesn't impress. Like, they didn't do anything that second half. They were very good in the first half. I will 100% give them that.
Yeah.
But I mean, Dallas almost came back.
Almost.
You look at the Bills; they did come back. Like that's an impressive win to me.
The Ravens Cowboys isn't impressive?
The Ravens almost losing to Dallas and
There's
giving them
so
a
much
comeback
hate
is
right
not
now
impressive.
coming out
It's not
of your
impressive.
jugular. This is ridiculous.
It's not if they had the foot on the gas for 4 quarters.
They gave up. They were up by 22 points. 28-6. You're not putting your best foot forward. You're taking it easy. You're playing conservative. I'm not saying that's the great approach.
It's
But
not.
I'm saying that's what
That's
every
not a
other
Super
team
Bowl
does.
team.
Oh, it is. It's not a Super Bowl team because they're in the AFC. The Bills aren't a Super Bowl team
They also
either.
have a running back at quarterback. But
Yeah, and he does great, and you can't stop him. I got the Ravens winning this game this
No.
week. I think the Ravens go in there. I think the Bills have no answer for Lamar Jackson. I think the defense finally shows up, and Josh Allen doesn't know what to do because he hasn't played a defense all dang season. That's what I think. I got the Ravens comfortably. Give me a 10-point game. I'll say Ravens by 10. I like this. You want to make it interesting? I say we make it interesting. All right, ready? So I get the Ravens.
I got the Bills.
You get the Bills. The winner of that game. Okay, wait. The loser of that game. 2 leagues of fantasy football. You can't play a kicker. You can't. You gotta rest Brandon Aubrey and his 85-yard field goals because Josh
know
Allen
what?
can't play a good defense.
Josh Allen is gonna wreak havoc.
No, he's not. He's absolutely not.
The Bills are gonna beat the Ravens.
He's not. I don't think Allen's gonna play bad. I just don't think they're gonna I think the Ravens are better than the Bills.
No.
And that's why
No.
people are laughing at me. Oh my gosh, top 10 power rankings.
You make Lamar have to pass for 4 quarters.
You can't.
He
You
ain't
can't
gonna,
stop him. He'll just run all over you. He does it every week.
Bills,
Dallas couldn't
Bills
stop him.
defense. Okay, I don't care about Dallas.
Well, Dallas has a significantly better defense than Buffalo. Completely.
I don't know. They got
Who does
Parsons,
Buffalo-
and that's all they have.
Okay, who does Buffalo have? Greg Rousseau?
Buffalo has a more rounded defense.
No, they don't.
They have an
Trayvon Diggs,
overall
he any
a
good?
better front 7.
No.
Overall, not like one player, but like they have an overall better front 7.
No. Von
They-
Miller is like 72 years old. We can't count him anymore. It's not good.
He's balling out this season.
I know,
though.
but he can't do it consistently, bro. And it's week 4, and I'm sorry, but I see an injury coming up in this game. I see Micah Parsons.
It's probably gonna be
Micah.
Lamar because he's gonna be trying to run all the
Lamar
time.
doesn't get injured except for JOK down the hatch. All right, I got the Ravens to win this game. You got the Bills.
Yeah.
Loser has no kicker, and we'll see if we can win. Yo, actually though, just throw back to last week's stipulation. Danny Dimes,
Dimes, baby.
balled out, baby.
Yeah.
I don't care. I had Mahomes on the bench, didn't even notice.
Yeah, because Mahomes is
He hasn't been playing good.
he's
It's
not
fine.
that good this year.
It's week 3.
Okay, I'm not saying he's not like.
Yeah,
he's
okay,
not
thank you. I'm good with
performing.
that. I'm fine with that. Week
Yeah,
3 hasn't been great. I'm not gonna say Mahomes isn't good this year.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. He's probably still gonna make it to the Super Bowl just because.
That's what he does. 3-0, baby.
What?
Hasn't been playing
When
good.
it counts,
3-0.
he'll win. When it counts, he'll
Yeah.
pull it out.
All right, I like the Ravens by 10 though. Give me the top 10 power rankings. I've been excited about this. This is so
You got your
weird.
coin, man?
Yeah, I do have the coin.
You flip that thing.
Yeah. Are you gonna call tails again? Please don't call. Call heads. See if it works.
Okay.
Ready? Boom.
Tails.
You tricked me. It's tails. How do you do this? Okay.
My number 10, baby.
Yeah. I'm not ready for this. I need to brace myself.
Give me Jets. 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 Jets!
That's the worst pick I've ever
Nope.
heard. They beat the
Ooh.
They really impressed you beating Jacoby Brissett and holding the Patriots who can't score touchdowns to no touchdowns. I just don't get it. I don't understand your thing with the Jets. They've been very
Patriots
mediocre.
And the Titans, they're 2-1. I think
Yeah,
Rodgers
the Titans
has
are
looked
bad, and the Patriots are terrible.
Rodgers has looked pretty good finally.
Against horrible teams, of course he has.
you, okay.
What?
You were like, oh, dude, the Patriots though, they're like, their defense is like
They have a good
actually good. Okay, Rodgers.
They don't have an offense. And when you're on the field 34 times a game, you can score 24 points. Look at the Giants this week. All right, number 10, I got the Bucks. I got Tampa Bay. I don't care they lost to the Broncos. They're 2-1.
Bucks.
They're a good football team. They're way better than the Jets. Goodness.
I'm not gonna lie.
Number 10, I got the Bucks.
I don't even have the Bucks on my top 10. I was
disrespectful.
I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely high on the Bucks the first
Yeah.
2 weeks.
You can't let 1 week ruin your thing, man.
When you lose to Bo Nix,
Don't doubt the kid.
oh no Bo. Yeah,
All right, number 9.
maybe
who
I
you
was a
got?
little high on him. Okay.
Number 9, who you got?
Number 9.
Yeah.
This is a great game. This team.
Yeah.
It was a very impressive win. I got Los Angeles Rams.
Okay. That's
That
fine.
comeback, I mean, Matthew Stafford balled out.
I love Stafford.
Dude
bro.
was freaking...
He's so underrated.
He was slinging that thing
Yeah.
like the whole second half.
We need a
No receivers. Williams played very well as well.
Kyron?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
he did.
but them two, I mean, they carried the whole offense. I'm very excited to see what that team looks like with Puka and Cooper.
I know. They were
once come
injured
back.
very badly.
I mean, their defense even looked good, and I can't even name a player on that
Well,
defense.
I think what's weird is like so many people are making the excuse of like, well, the Niners lost because they were missing this, and this, and I'm like, okay, but you could argue that the only team missing more than the Niners in the entire league was the team that they played.
Yeah,
So
Rams
I
are
mean, miss
very
me with that. They have
injury-prone,
Cooper
but-
and they have Puka completely.
Yeah.
That's their whole offense.
That's-
besides Kyron. So yeah, I like that. Number 9, I got C.J. Stroud. I don't know. I had him higher before. His
I do too.
offense doesn't impress me at all. I don't.
had him
I just
six.
don't. I don't like it. So
There's not even my top
Yeah.
10.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. That loss.
it's
just-
fine.
I don't know.
I don't know. Number 8. Go ahead.
Yeah, Philly.
All right.
I had Philly at
Ooh,
7,
ooh.
but I had them fall just 1. I mean they got the win, but like
Yeah.
it wasn't a impressive win.
I think it was. We'll talk about
they
Philly
beat
later.
the
though.
Saints.
The Saints were 2-0, and everyone was arguing they were averaging 65 points a week and were the greatest team of all time.
Yeah, but
That's
I
why we
wasn't
can't
one of them.
over-assess things on week 3, people. Good lord. I don't know. All right, I got the Cowboys at 8. I think
Mm-hmm.
they lost by 3. They could have lost by a lot more. They showed grit. They showed fight. I think there's questions on both sides. I think they're a very inconsistent team, but they do with what they got. And
One
I got
thing
them at
about
8.
Dallas is when they play a team that is a decent team, that is a playoff caliber team.
Yeah.
I hate saying about Baltimore, but I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Dallas sucks. Like
Yeah.
they have that one game.
They always struggle.
I think everyone thought that last week was that one game where they lose to a team who isn't that good,
Yeah.
but they do consistently lose to teams that are actually
good.
good as of well.
No, I would agree.
That's why they lose probably 4 or 5 times a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Four of those games are legit teams. One of those is the Giants.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, Giants this week though could get interesting. Number 7, who do you got?
7?
Yeah.
Got the Niners.
All right,
Yeah, San Fran.
the Niners. So I don't have them too far up. I have the Ravens. I have the Ravens at 7. I think it's an impressive win. I know you hate the Ravens. I don't really care. They're a good football team. So, yeah. I dropped them a little bit. You gotta respect it. 6. Who do you have?
Packers. Give me the Packers.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What, you have them higher or lower?
I don't even have them.
Why?
Because they're not.
They don't have their starting quarterback and they're winning.
Okay, and they can't score 18 points. Like, I
they
don't know what
don't
you
have
want to
their
do.
starting quarterback in.
Right. So in
But
2
they're
weeks when he
winning.
comes back,
That's
I'll put him in
more
there.
impressive for their defense, if anything.
Right, no, I think the defense is playing good.
Exactly.
I just don't know.
And they're still winning games.
Well, when Jordan Love was here, they lost. When they played
They
their
played
own...
Philly.
Right. Which you have higher than him. You have them backwards.
Yeah, I honestly think if the Packers play the Eagles again, I think the Packers win that game.
Yeah, I don't think
That field was horrendous. That
That's
whole
for both teams, though.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But I think it happened more on the Packers' big plays than it did for Philly, in my own opinion.
I mean, I still think the Packers are a playoff team. I can't put them top 6, top 5 in the league. All right, 6, I got San Fran. So you had them at 7. We had them at 6.
Yeah, they fell. Talk about a fall from grace.
Yeah.
I mean,
We can't move them too much. They're still They're still one of the best teams.
looking at it, I had them at 2, then
Yeah.
I'm at 3, and then they dropped all the way down to 7
Yeah.
and 6 for you. Because I'm pretty sure we had them, 2 and 3 last year or last week.
Last week, yeah. All right, we can go right into 5. We already talked about the Niners. Brock Purdy missing the superheroes. 5, who do you have?
I kind of wish I could go back in time and redo this pick, solely because I hate the fact that I have this team higher than you.
Oh, the Ravens?
I got the
yeah,
Ravens at
baby,
5.
let's go. Everyone can attack him for this take now. My goodness. Dude didn't even have him in the top 10 last week. Top 5 football team in the league.
I don't think they're better than the Niners, but the win, they obviously won.
Yeah. No, I think it's fair that the Niners slide and the Ravens go up after this week.
And so, but I got them at 5.
5
I
is
don't
my
wanna
most
stay too much
surprising.
on it.
And I didn't know where to put this team because it's week 3 and I have no idea who they are. But I got the Vikings. There's a certain point in time where you just got to give respect. It happened once, everyone was like, okay, whatever. It happened twice. It's been 3 in a row. And then Sam Darnold's just balling out. Justin Jefferson's catching everything near him. I don't know what to do. Aaron Jones looks like he was reset the clock 5 years.
Jefferson might be like the first receiver in a long time that can just carry his team to the playoffs.
Yeah. The dude has had mediocre quarterback play year after year after year and
Man,
just
stop.
continues to be good.
So at 4, I had Detroit.
I do too.
So okay, they lost to the Bucks. I still think the Bucks are a good team, even though I don't have them in my top 10 right now.
Yeah.
But they came back and they got the win.
I agree.
Against
I
a
think the
solid
Lions are
Cardinals team that I do really like the Cardinals.
I don't know if the
They're
Lions will
good.
ever enter the top 3 solely because of Dan Campbell. Love the guy, love the interviews, can't stand the situation.
Top 3 week 1.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I can't do it. He loses too many football games. All right, number 3. I got Philadelphia.
That is
No. Hear me out. The Eagles.
the guy who talked so much smack on Sirianni last week.
I don't like Sirianni.
Yeah.
But here's the difference. Oh my gosh.
She's fine.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. Just keep. Just
like,
keep going.
okay.
Sirianni.
I do not like Sirianni at all. I understand that. But the number one question mark, if you would say, what is your biggest fear with the Philadelphia Eagles? I think my number one question mark going into this game was Philadelphia's ability to stop the pass. I get Olave had a great game. I get everything. Everything was good. Everything was chill.
Yeah.
But they scored 12 points. And I think defense was such a huge question mark. I think this was impressive. I would rather see the Eagles win this game 15-12 than win 35-34. Because that proves to me that they still can fight and stop teams that have done really well in weeks past. The Saints were cooking.
So I get that, but
Yeah.
I think this is more of just showing that the Saints just actually aren't good.
No, I agree. I mean, I don't think they're
And,
bad. But
You're talking about how Philly was able to stop their offense and whatnot, but I don't really there's no one on that offense that really surprises me. Kamara is still good.
Yeah.
But he's not like he used to be. They played the Panthers and they played the Cowboys. And the one thing that I think about the Cowboys is they don't have that. Like I don't think their defense is all that. People rave about that defense, but it doesn't really
I still think it's a top
do anything
defense.
for me.
I don't know. I think it was impressive. All right, number 2. Who do you got?
I never said my 3, man.
You started.
Who was it then?
The Lions.
That was 4.
Who was 3? Let's hear it. No. The Vikings?
I got the Vikings
at 3.
I got the Vikings at 3.
No, I don't get that at all.
Why?
Because there is a huge question mark, and his name is Sam Darnold.
Well, that huge question mark.
I get it. 3
is
weeks.
Balling out, man.
Oh, dude, the overreaction after week 3 is just
you
crazy.
have to overreact.
The Ravens are
You
terrible.
have to.
Sam Darnold's the
You have
MVP, future Hall of Famer. Brock Purdy is the worst.
After week 1, I can understand it because they beat the Giants. Everyone beats the Giants.
Yeah.
Besides your Browns. Anyways, but then they play the Niners.
Yeah.
Okay? They beat them.
Yeah.
They play Houston. They
Yeah.
beat them.
I agree. It's been impressive. But there's 14 other games left. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but this is our week 3 power ranking. This is not our power ranking that we need to have.
No, but I don't think the Vikings are the 3rd best team in the NFL. I think that's crazy to me.
They're playing like the 3rd best team.
They're playing like the best team of all time. That's why I think we need to slow down a lot. All right, number 2. Who do you got for 2?
The Bills.
Yeah, me too. All right, who do you got
And
for
then I
1?
got
Yeah, the Chiefs.
The
All right.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we're like a broken record. At
it's
this point.
crazy. The Bills and the Chiefs, they look to be cooking. That's all I think. All
Just
right,
like Russ on the sideline, baby.
Russ on the
Let
sideline.
Russ cook.
That's gonna happen
Actually,
for 14 more weeks.
Don't let him cook. I'm fine with Fields.
Yeah. All right, our next segment. It's a brand new one. I'm excited for it. I hope you are too. We got Fraud Watch. I like Fraud Watch. I like the name of it. I think it's cool. I made it up 10 hours ago. All right, we're gonna go through teams, and we're gonna see
Yep.
if you think they are fraud or they're fine. Do you think they're a fake football team who are not what their record shows? Is there a reason for concern? Is there a reason to throw it all away? Or do you think they're just okay and it's just week 3 and we need to calm down? Number 1 on Fraud Watch, I got the Bengals. Are the Bengals fraudulent? Are they 0-3? Does it mean that they're a bad team or a good team? Do you still have hope in Cincinnati?
I don't have.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't. The offense
Yeah.
is fantastic. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I do think that they have a question mark at the running back position. However, Zach Moss played pretty well last night.
Yeah.
From at least from what I watched. Their defense though is their issue.
Yeah.
Their defense is their issue.
Right.
I think Jaden Daniels is a very good rookie quarterback, but I don't think if you're a playoff team with Super Bowl hopes and
Yeah.
dreams that you should be giving up 38 points
Yeah.
to a rookie quarterback
Right.
with a new head coach. Not obviously Dan Quinn
Quinn, baby, we got
has
his name this
been
week.
in
Let's
the
go.
league for a while and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think their defense is gonna let them down.
I do too. I think they're better than what their record is. I don't think
I do
they're an
too.
0-3 team.
But I see them being
They're not a Super Bowl.
8 and 9, 9 and 8 right now.
See, I
honestly.
could see 10 and stuff. Like I think they could pick up, and they always do. So you got to be hesitant
They
on
still
the
gotta
Bengals.
play all of us, man. They still gotta play.
That's true.
6 games. Of
They got to play
AFC
Deshaun, bro.
North
They got to play
football.
Deshaun. It's crazy. I think the Bengals will be fine. Okay.
That's what I think of Deshaun.
yeah, I'm sure. All right, Cowboys. Are they a fraud football team? Are they a playoff team? Are they a Super Bowl contender? Or are they just no good at all? Are they 1-2? Are they what their record shows?
They're
them
gonna be a
to
playoff team solely because like they have the talent,
Yeah.
but they're they're not gonna get what Jerry Jones likes is some of that glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, I agree. That's not gonna
They're
happen
not gonna
anytime
get
soon.
it. They're not gonna get to the bowl. I think Jerry, honestly, sell the team.
So yeah, do something.
Or
man.
just
I'm sorry, buddy.
or just
You're the only owner with a
or
press
just
conference.
restart, man. Like, why do you give Dak Prescott
restart.
all that money?
He can't restart. He's 110 years
Yeah,
old, and
he
he spends
can't.
billions of dollars on.
He doesn't have to
mid
restart, but he
quarterbacks.
can have the Dallas Cowboys restart, okay?
Yeah.
He can go back to when it was in the 90s, man, for some of that glory hole action.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah.
Okay? freaking go get your Aikman, go get your Emmitt Smith again, go get your.
They got Zeke, bro. Dude, I gotta show you a clip after this. I think it was an interception, and Zeke was like running to tackle, and like I don't think he knew where the ball was. It's just a video of Zeke running like to nothing. It was so funny. All right, next one. Fraudulent or fine? The Minnesota Vikings at 3-0. Are they fake, or are they the best darn team we've ever seen in the history of the league? What do you think?
They're not gonna win the division. Okay.
Okay, it's a great division.
But I think they can come in second,
Ooh,
and I think that they could make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think.
I honestly see. Okay, I'm very high on Jefferson. I think we all are.
He's the best.
And I think a lot of people are looking at Sam Darnold and be like, "Dang, dude's balling out." Here's the thing: he doesn't need to ball out.
He just can't wreck the car.
Yeah.
That's all he has to do.
He has to play it safe.
Yeah.
And I think if that team plays it safe, that defense looks good.
He's got
It's
the keys.
weird.
He's got the keys to a Ferrari. Don't run it into a telephone pole. That's all. That's
That's
your
all
job.
he has to do. That offense,
Yeah.
O'Connell, I think, is going to be looked at as potentially one of the best coaches
Coach of the
in the
year.
league. I think he could be coach of the year.
I think it's trending in that direction.
As long as this team continues to win games.
Yeah.
They don't have to go undefeated. They just got to win 10, 11, 12, probably more like around 10 or 11
Yeah.
games, and I think they're in the playoffs in the NFC.
I agree. I don't think it makes them a top team. I think 3-0 is very they're impressive, and you can't take much away from them right
that
now.
offense looks
They have
amazing.
two. They're the only team in the league with two just very impressive.
They don't even
wins.
have Addison yet.
Or
He's
Hawkinson.
not even back.
Hawkinson's not in there
Like,
either,
they
which is a
don't-
top 5 tight end in the
They
NFL.
have Aaron Jones
Yep.
and Jefferson.
Yep.
That offensive line isn't anything to write home about. It's a solid offensive line, but it's not like
He's not wrecking the car, and that's
Yeah.
what matters. All right, next we go to your boys. We go to Pittsburgh. We go to them beating
Super Bowl!
Oh
Super
my
Bowl!
gosh.
We're going all the way, baby.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren.
You know what you should do with
Pickens.
Najee? Just keep giving him the ball on a halfback toss for negative 17
No,
yards.
because that's the only time he gets negative yards. You
Yeah,
give him the
but you
ball up
do
the
it every
middle
time.
of some sort. You got to give him between the tackles. You give it to him between the tackles, he's not going to get negative yards.
Yeah.
He might not get a yard someplace, but he's not going to give you negative
Right,
yards.
right.
Dude's just too big.
Yep,
He's going to get something.
yep.
Okay?
I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are exactly who they always are.
Yeah, we're a freaking Super Bowl team.
Yeah, you're 9-8.
6 rings, baby.
No, that was 30 years ago. No, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to defend their way and hold teams to under 20 points to the point that they're 9-8.
Oh, yeah, no,
that they're
100%.
10-7.
We're
not. I don't know if we'll see 35. I don't think we'll see 30 points from the Steelers offense at all this year.
Probably not.
But they're still going to win a lot of games because the defense is legit.
We'll win 9 games.
Yeah. Probably.
We'll pull that out of our ass somewhere. We'll get 9 wins. We'll go above 500.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin continues his voodoo.
Yeah. At what
So-
point do you just move off the guy though? 9-8 is not. I don't think it's where you want to be. I don't know. It's impressive.
It's not-
He's got 75 years of winning football, but at what point do you look at it and you're like, what are we doing here?
As a lifelong Steelers fan,
Yeah.
okay, I have thought hard
Lifelong loser.
and long about this situation for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's a good coach to an extent. He needs
Oh, yeah, I
people.
agree.
He needs great coaching around him
Yeah.
to bring the best out.
Well, and I
of
think he doesn't.
himself.
I think he's done great with very lackluster, mediocre.
Yes,
football teams.
There's 2 coaches that you could be when you are an NFL head coach, or at least your stereotype that you can go into. We'll probably get more into this in the hot seat, but there's 2. There's the guru, and then there's the game manager.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin is not a guru.
No.
He's nowhere close
No.
to that.
It's what's he always say? It's the system or whatever. I don't know.
The standard
Yeah,
is the standard.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, we got the Seattle Seahawks at 3-0. What do you think? Are they fraudulent? Are they fine? Are they 3-0 worthy?
Well, I would hope they're 3-0 worthy because of who they've played so far. They haven't really played anyone. I think they're a fraud in terms of they're not a Super Bowl team. I think they can fight for a playoff spot. I
I don't. I don't know.
You don't think they're a playoff team?
I need to see more. I'm at a point, I'm not going to say anything bad about the Seahawks, but I have no reason to believe they're good. I think they lucked out playing 3 of the 5 worst teams in football.
That's what I mean.
Okay, so the Dolphins are good. The Dolphins had Skylar Thompson and Tim Boyle in that game. We haven't seen the Dolphins face any sort of adversity unless it was week 1 against Bo Nix with 2 safeties.
Yeah.
Like, I think we need to pump the Jets a lot on the Seahawks. I think...
The Jets?
No, not the Jets. We're not talking about that. I said we're going to pump the Jets. We're going to pump the brakes.
Oh!
Yeah. Get out.
I got excited.
Oh, my goodness.
I got excited.
Your Jets is not okay. All right. I think we're ready for halftime.
Yeah.
Are you ready for halftime?
Yeah.
All right, I think we're ready.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. You have arrived at halftime. We got a game fresh off the press.
Absolutely.
It's called High-Low. We're going to give each other football players, and we have to guess if the fantasy number, how many they scored this week, was higher or lower than the number we have received.
Before we get started,
Absolutely.
this is going to be over a course of the whole season. We're gonna have games every once in a while for halftime, maybe. Well, not maybe, we will, but we don't know when.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep them fresh as of well. This might be a recurring one, depending. But anyways, the winner will have a tally mark. The winner will obviously be the winner, and the loser will obviously be the loser.
Greatly explained.
Thank you.
That was
I've learned that from watching Kamala Harris explain her policies.
Yeah.
Let's not get political or anything right now. Anyways, at the end of the year, whoever doesn't have the most tally marks will have to do a challenge, and we will discuss and we will pick 4 challenges that we deem are non-illegal.
There you go. That's important.
Yeah,
That's important.
and that will be safe to do.
Right.
And then we'll have you guys
Vote on
pick.
it.
Yeah,
We
vote.
like that.
And democracy.
Yeah.
Who said it was?
You
dead?
said we weren't going to get political. All right, anyways, halftime. We got the coin toss. Coin tosses don't happen at halftime, but it does right now.
Oh, yeah.
Call it in the air. Ready? Boom.
Tails.
It's heads.
Dang it!
All right, so you are going to list your 3 people first. I will guess if it is higher or lower on
Okay.
the fantasy point
All right.
spectrum. Let's go.
You ready?
Yep.
Scary Terry.
All right, what's the
Terry
number?
McLaurin.
What's the number?
I'm gonna give you the number of 14.
Higher.
Higher?
He had 2 touchdowns. Higher.
Yeah.
Let's go!
He had exactly 16. This is a non-PPR league. This
Yeah.
is a non-PPR.
Straight
league.
up. No bonuses, no nothing. All right. All right, so I'm 1 for 1. Go ahead with your number 2.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
19 and a half.
Oh my gosh, you're halving me right now?
I'm giving you and a half.
All right. So I think he had like 220. So let's go with like 4, 8, 12. Or wait, no, I did that wrong. It's 4, 8, 10. So it'd be like right around 9 to 10 points for that. I think he had 2 touchdowns.
Mhm.
So that's 14, 18. It's like right there. Oh, it's so close. I'm going to say lower.
Lower?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. He had 20?
21.04.
Dang it! Oh, that's so rough. That is
Yeah.
so rough. All right, who's third? I'm 1 for 1, or I'm 1 for 2 right now. Who's third?
Chuba Hubbard, baby.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you an even number.
Yeah.
23.
See, I know he had like 30 something, but it was a PPR league. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go with a little bit higher.
A little bit higher.
Yeah.
You should have went the other way. It's a little
No!
bit lower.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna throw something.
He had 22.9.
That's so lame, bro. Ah, I thought he was gonna have like 23 and change. Dang it! All right. So I did not do good at all. Like I probably lost.
You got
this.
1. So I just need 2.
Yeah.
I just need 2, and I got the dub.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
10 points.
10 points.
10 points.
I know he had a touchdown. I'm gonna go higher. I think he probably got like, he had to get more than 40 yards. So I know he got a touchdown. Lower? Did he even have a touchdown?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He had like 33 yards.
Son of a.
Yeah, baby. All right. We got next one. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
James Cook. 15. Higher or lower?
I'm gonna go higher.
It's lower. It's
No
lower.
shot.
He got like 14.6 or something like that. Yo, that's great. That's great. All right, final one. This is either to tie. Are we just gonna tie every single week, bro? This is gonna get crazy.
I don't know what we do if we do tie. We gotta have.
We'll have a crazy
deal
tie.
breaker.
Maybe
Something.
we play some air hockey for the tiebreaker on the channel. All right. Sam Darnold is your last one. You either lose or tie.
Yeah.
But your fate is in the hands of Samantha Darnold
Yeah.
as we speak. Points. Higher or lower? 22.
22.
Yep.
So I know he had 4 touchdowns. So that's 12 right off the bat. I know he had 186. I'm sorry, that's 16. That's 16 points right off the bat.
Yeah.
I know he had 186 passing yards. 'Cause I remember seeing the stat line.
Yeah.
So it's per what? Is it a quarter? Quarter a point?
We're about to see some mathematics
Hold
right
on.
here. We need to throw up like
Hold
you
on.
know the like.
No, it's 25 yards for a 1 point.
Well
So-
said. Well
Huh?
said.
Yeah.
Well said. Yeah.
So you had 186. So then 100 would be 4.
Use your toes if
And
you
then
have to, bro.
50,
You got this.
50. Shut up. Would be 6. And then there would be 36 left, which would mean 1 more point. So that would be 7 plus 16, which would be 23. And what was the number you gave me?
22.
He's higher. He's higher.
Yeah, he's high. Woo! He had 23. Gosh.
That hurt my brain.
It hurt
Oh my
everyone's
God.
brain, I promise you.
Holy.
All right, well, it's 1-1. That was anticlimactic. We tied again. We can't tie next
um,
week. This is getting insane.
Rock, paper, scissors for the tiebreaker.
Oh. See, I thought we were just... Let's just do the tiebreaker at the end. Like, if we... All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Wait. Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3.
Sure, man. Yeah.
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 Okay.
And it's one... This is sudden death. Whoever wins
Oh
this...
yeah.
Got it. Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, 1, 2, 3. No! Hey, I didn't mean it. Welcome back to the pod. Woo!
All right.
All right. Hope you enjoyed that. That got a little hectic. I apologize for the headphone users. We're going to go to Hot Seat. We're analyzing 4 NFL head coaches. Which one needs to stay? Which one needs to go? Which one better mind their P's and Q's because they're on the hot seat. Who wants to start? I'll flip this. You can call it. I already know what the call is. Let's hope it's heads.
Tails.
It's tails.
The boom. All right.
Yeah.
So the first one is what?
First head coach,
Dougie
Zach.
Peterson. Dougie Peterson.
We'll go Doug. Yeah, we'll go Doug. Go ahead.
I don't know what you have written down, but I got Dougie first. Okay.
Dougie fresh. Let's go. Yep.
Dougie Peterson. You need to get out.
Oh,
You need to get out of
the
Jacksonville.
disrespect for Doug Peterson. That's Douglas.
He's not that good.
Why is he not that good?
He's not that good because he. So
He's not winning.
the
I'll give
team,
you that.
yeah, he's not. They're 0-3 right now.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence hasn't seemed like he's made any improvement at all, besides Zach Wilson.
Never say his name ever again.
Trevor Lawrence is riding on that one playoff game where he came back against Herbert.
Yeah.
That's his only impressive anything, really.
Yeah.
Like leading up to that, yeah, he was making a few good throws here and there, but like
Yeah. Yeah, I
Haven't
agree.
really seen much since then.
I think Peterson. I think his job is definitely in question. I think the Jags.
Yeah.
I don't think the I don't look at the Jags as an elite team. I think there's a lot of holes. I don't think they have good weapons. I think ETN is very mid, to be honest.
They have very mid weapons. They're
Yeah.
not horrible weapons.
Right.
They could be a lot worse, but they
Yeah.
could be a lot better.
And Trevor's been underwhelming. I love the
Yes.
guy. I love his hair. Trevor's been underwhelming. That's all I'm saying. Love his name even more. But I think
Lame.
Peterson on the hot seat. I think he could go if they don't start
You said
acting.
Peter.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, next we got Zach Taylor
Taylor.
of the Cincinnati Bengals. 0-3, losing to dang near everyone he plays.
Never liked him. Never liked the guy. Some out his face.
Hot seat?
Yes.
Absolutely. I think he is.
That if
You can't lose to Jaden Daniels with Joe Burrow. That's all I'm saying.
You can't be 0-3 with this team with
No.
with Joe Burrow. You
Stacked
can't be.
offense. Their
He-
defense is
Let's not forget that
bad, but
he was there the year that they were tanking
yep,
to get Joe Burrow.
right.
They had I don't want to say a great team, but they had a decent roster that year.
Yeah.
And they only won 3 games?
Yeah. I think the NFL is facing so many situations, and I think I talked to you about this earlier, where great team, great personnel, great weapons,
Yeah.
and the head coach just
Is
rides
the
on the
one that-
coattails
That brings
of
them
that.
down.
Right, and you can't fire them because they're 12-5.
No,
but let me
yeah,
tell you
but
something.
it's
Once it
dumb.
comes to the playoffs, they lose a game. It's usually like the coach's fault.
Yes.
There's so many examples of that time after time after time.
I don't remember why Zach Taylor even got the job. I don't think he
I don't
was
even
ever
remember where he came from.
I don't
I don't
either.
even know. I think he just popped out of the sky.
I don't he just looks like a basic guy, like an AI generated head coach
Yeah.
for
You went to Madden Creation Center and hit the team builder.
Zach
button.
Taylor is
yeah.
the guy who was filling in for Bill Belichick on Madden for the past 20 years.
Yeah,
That's-
that's Griffin Murphy right
Yeah,
there. Oh,
it's
that's
just
great.
basic.
That's great. Yeah.
I don't see him. He's not that good.
No. All right, next one we got over there in Dallas, the Super Bowl champion himself. It had nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers and a stacked Packers team. Mike McCarthy.
So
What's up?
this is when I was talking about the guru and the game manager earlier.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Mike
either.
McCarthy is neither.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's
He
yeah.
he is a definition of riding on the coattails of his team.
Right.
He has a Super Bowl ring not because he is amazing
No.
at his job, but because Aaron Rodgers beat my team.
Yeah, 2010, baby. That was the first Super Bowl I watched. It was amazing. Steelers.
I cried.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
We're going back this year, though. Justin Fields, baby. Heck yeah.
Wild card L, baby. All right, Mike McCarthy. I think he's on the hot seat. I don't know. Actually, okay, I'm going to change this. I don't think he's on the hot seat. I don't think he's on the hot seat for the same reason I don't think Zeke, Dak, CD... Like, Jerry Jones just loves... He doesn't change anything.
Well-
He will go L after L after L, playoff L after playoff L, and he does nothing to fix it at all. I think McCarthy will probably be there till he dies. So will Jerry, and so will the entire Dallas Cowboys team.
So, Jerry, I don't know. Jerry is... He's a different type of owner.
He's a terrible owner.
But
he's the
thing
worst
about him
owner maybe of all time.
is he thinks
With what he has.
He thinks he knows ball,
He don't know ball.
but he does. Okay, going back to the 90s
Yeah.
when they had Jimmy Johnson as their head coach, he fired him after a Super Bowl and brought in Barry Schweitzer. I don't know what his
I don't
name is.
know.
A guy who was not. He only coached in college.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't coach for 5 years. Gave him the job opportunity because Jimmy Johnson wanted too much control of the team.
Yeah.
Because he's the head coach of a Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Who developed that team. But Jerry Jones has too much
Ego.
ego
Yeah.
to give it back up, something
Yeah.
like that.
He's the only owner that does press conferences. That's what I like. I don't know. I think he's such a media guru, to use your word, that he just can't do anything with a football team.
No.
Like, I think McCarthy will keep this job because Jerry doesn't want to hurt his feelings. And like every time McCarthy gets brought up to Jerry is like, "Oh, that's my football coach." Yeah, well, your football coach can't win an important football game and hasn't in 30 years. Next.
Yeah.
My boy Nicholas Sirianni of the Philadelphia Eagles. Hot seat or is it fine?
So, Syria, I don't know. I think he should be fired. Okay, I think he will be fired,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's the worst coach on the list that we have right now.
No, I would almost.
I don't think he is. I think he's the
I would
best
argue
coach
he's
on the
the
list
best,
that we have.
and I don't like him at all. He's my least favorite coach in the NFL.
I think he will. Like, if Philly, I think they're gonna make the playoffs regardless.
Oh, yeah.
But I think depending on how they get to that point, if they have a rocky regular season like they did last year,
Yeah.
and they lose round 1, I think he's done. I don't think he should be
Yeah.
because he's not a guru head coach.
Yeah.
He's a guy who needs to have good coordinators around him.
Right.
I think he's a solid head coach. I think he does make some stupid mistakes here
Horrible.
and there
Yeah.
with game management and game clock and stuff like that.
I don't think he should be on the hot seat if you're okay with him losing you more games than he will single-handedly win you games.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles will be good and are good and will continue to be a great football team for years to come. But I don't think we will look at a singular game and be like, you know why they won that game? Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles are good, and it falls under the category of great team, great personnel. They got everything going for them. If their coach doesn't screw it up,
Yeah.
they'll win football games.
Yeah.
So I think it'll take a while for Sirianni. I don't know, though. Bill Belichick on the phone? I think it's interesting. I think it gets interesting. You're going to turn down... Yo, all right, so you watched the primetime game. Saquon Barkley drops the ball that should have never been thrown to him, that the coach messed up and screwed up and lost the game to Big Kirko on primetime.
I'm not saying.
No, I'm
that
not.
you,
I'm
like,
just. This is just my own personal opinion. I'm not even arguing right now. This is what I'm saying. And then after that, you get like a and you answer the phone, and it's Bill Belichick. Like, hey, that was terrible. You're not gonna like hear him out. I think you do. That's all I'm saying. Next question. All right. Are we ready for the pillar of the pod?
Yup.
The weekly awards, baby. It was a great week of football. What are you doing over there, buddy?
Clapping, man. I'm excited.
I appreciate your energy.
Woo!
Now settle down. All right.
All right.
The MVP of the week. We're gonna flip the coin. Who says their MVP first? There's a lot riding on this. Are you ready?
Yeah. Tails.
Oh, I almost caught that. Or I almost didn't catch that. It's tails. I can't believe this.
My MVP. I talked about this a little bit earlier. Matthew Stafford.
I like it. I don't mind it.
That comeback win was very impressive. Like
Adversity, injuries.
I
everything.
love me some comebacks.
Yeah,
Okay?
I see that.
I love
got
some
that.
comebacks.
Yep.
And Matthew Stafford, one of the best comebacks I've seen
It wasn't bad.
in a while.
I didn't mind it.
Especially against a rivalry team, a good team.
And one of the best teams in the league. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't mind that.
San Fran's defense though, not that good. I don't.
It's fine.
I think they're
It's
kind of overrated on
Oh
defense now.
gosh. Oh no.
They let a team that had backups playing receiver just
Dude,
go ham.
don't
on
knock
their
my guy Chartavius Tutu Atwell. That's all I'm saying. All right, my MVP of the week. It's a dude that I disrespect and knock all the time, but the dude
Deshaun?
balled out. No. Josh Allen. He had a great game.
Yeah.
He's had great consistent play, and that's why I give it to him. It wasn't just one fluky week. He's done it all season. 4 touchdowns, not a lot of mistakes at all.
Yeah.
Completely just controlled the
He played
entirety
great.
of the game.
Played great.
He played good. I don't like talking nice about him. Okay.
I
Let's just-
I almost put him as my MVP, but
Yeah.
I had to give it to Stafford. I
Yeah.
think he was more deserving. But
I do too.
I was
can see
very
that.
close of putting Allen there because he just balled out.
He did. All right. Offensive player of the week. Who do you have?
All right, so just to go on what you were saying, Josh Allen is my offensive player of the week,
Oh man.
and guy balled out though.
Yep.
You know, I'm just gonna keep on saying it.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns, 268 passing yards. He had like 44 rushing yards. beat me in fantasy. Screw you, Josh Allen. But I love you at the same time.
He absolutely destroyed Stephon Diggs in the post-game presser, too.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. That's fine. All right, my offensive player of the week is a person whose team would not have won without him because out of the 15 points they scored, he scored 12 of them. Give me Saquon Barkley. Two
Okay.
very impressive
Yeah,
touchdowns
that's fair.
when it was very difficult to have any sort of scoring in that entire game. I love Saquon. He just keeps amazing me
he's-
every single week.
I tell you what, Giants, you messed up.
Yeah, that's such a Browns thing to do.
I
Get
don't-
rid of someone and then they
Yeah.
just ball out at Tampa.
The thing is, Saquon was considered like a top 5, top 3 running back in New York. He could make an argument for being the best.
Well, I mean, if McCaffrey doesn't come back, I don't think there is an argument. Like,
Yeah.
I think McCaffrey is the only one right now
Better
that
than
could
Saquon.
that could say he's better.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like Saquon was already good.
excluding a Week 5 comeback from the true greatest running back in the league, and maybe Nicholas Jamal.
Saquon was already good, but he somehow managed to be even better now.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I
I think he's got better guys around him, and he doesn't have to be
Definitely.
the entire
100%.
team. So,
Yeah, even though he
yeah.
still is. 2 touchdowns,
Hey,
winning the game.
all
I
right.
mean, but-
Defensive player of the week, who do you have?
some people might not even know who this guy is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, go ahead.
But you're going to know this man's name.
Is he on the Steelers?
He is a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Is it that linebacker you kept raving about the entire game? You don't even know. Hold on. You don't even know how discouraging it is. This dude is raving about the 4th-string quarterback. We can't guard Malik Neighbors. Danny Dimes throwing 3 touchdowns a quarter. All right, go ahead.
My man?
Yeah.
Okay, Nick Herbig.
Yeah.
Dude went off.
Right.
He had like 4 tackles and 2 sacks. He's a backup outside linebacker. Okay, Highsmith goes out with an injury. This
Steps
man
up.
comes in and he just steps up. I mean, TJ played great too. He had a sack, he had a few tackles, but like he's going up against another good tackle in Rashawn Slater. I think Slater was taken out a little bit or something like that. I think Joe Alt was as of well, but.
Right.
2 sacks, that's as a
good
backup, that's impressive.
That's all you
Especially
wanna
because
see.
he stepped up. Dude stepped up and he does in a lot of big moments.
I agree. All right, my defensive player of the week. He didn't do anything insane on the stat sheet, but he completely, in my opinion, he won the game. I mean, he had the game-sealing play. And he made a bunch of tackles and he flew around the field. Give me Nick Bolton.
Okay.
Chiefs linebacker. He was injured during the game. He played hurt. He was asked how he was afterwards, and he was like, hey, I don't want to talk about it, but we got the W. That's what he said. So, mad respect for him. I think Nick Bolton balled out. He had a huge stop TFL on 4th and 1. Bijan Robinson, that man is not easy to tackle.
Very
Nick Bolton.
underrated linebacker.
I agree. I think he's one of the best. I think he's one of the top 5 linebackers in the NFL.
He's-
Nick Bolton is great, yeah.
That Chiefs defense though is pretty sneaky.
Sneaky. It's sneaky good.
Another hot seat guy.
Do not say Andy Reid. I will
I'm
leave.
not. I don't
will
know.
leave.
I forget who their defensive coordinator is, but that
Spags?
guy.
No shot.
So
Dude,
overrated.
Spags is
He's
not.
so
No,
overrated.
No.
So
get out. Get completely out.
want to talk
Spags
about?
is not overrated.
You want to talk about a coach who gets carried by his players' coattails?
Their number
Him.
one quarterback's Trent McDuffie. That dude might not even start if he didn't have.
That guy is
Spags,
one
baby.
of.
No, he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think
He's
Spags
not-
is fine. He's a great blitz sender.
That defense could be a lot better if they had a different defense.
If they had Jim Schwartz, boom. All right, rookie Jim Schwartz, best defensive coordinator in the
Whatever,
league. What do you
okay.
mean? All right, rookie of the week. Who do you have?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, me too. I don't know.
Dude.
Like the
That game.
perfect passer rating.
Yeah, and
2
he's
dots.
been impressing me all season.
Yeah.
That game somehow impressed me even more.
Oh yeah. Well, that was his best game by far.
I mean, he finally got a touchdown, a passing touchdown, didn't he? 2? Yeah.
to Terry.
Oh yeah, that's right.
2
yeah.
passing touchdowns to a
He
below
had-
average
he had,
receiver.
what,
Oh my goodness.
A rushing touchdown.
Yeah. I was dropping some hot takes over here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But he practically won him that game.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, 100%. 38 points, perfect passer rating.
I remember saying before,
In
like,
Cincinnati too.
Yeah.
Rookie.
I remember saying, like, his first drive, I was like, gosh, here we go. Another Lamar Jackson
Oh
quarterback.
yeah. And then he just proceeded to
And then he
drop
freaking
bombs.
threw that dime.
Yeah. All right. Most improved player of the week. Who do you have?
Daniel Jones. Dude finally gets a win.
The dude improved because he usually loses.
I
and
mean,
didn't.
he had a good stat. I mean,
No,
he
was.
2 touchdowns. I think he was like 70-something completion. He
Yeah.
had a little over 200 passing yards.
I mean,
it's a good game
yeah.
against a great defense.
Yeah. He's definitely, like, he was up there. The only reason I didn't put him there is because I watched the game. And, like,
So you know he played great.
no, he played fine.
Yeah.
But he had so, like,
Man finally gets a win, bro.
right, no, I'll give him
You gotta-
credit. I'll give him
you gotta
credit.
give it
But
to
they did
him.
have the ball 17 times because our offense is that of a possum and just plays dead completely all the time. We don't have a quarterback. We don't have a receiver. We don't have anything. But Amari Cooper, who's a great receiver that doesn't get the ball because we don't have a quarterback. So, I think Daniel Jones was impressive. I think 21 points in 15 drives is not that impressive, and it's because we don't have an offense.
So you know what's kind of funny? You just said your offense is a possum.
Yeah.
And they play dead.
Yeah.
Well, typically possums play dead when there's a predator around. You see where I'm going with this?
All right, just move on. Just go. All right, most improved player. I have.
Deshaun, I'm
No, I
talking
don't.
about. No, I'm
I
talking
know.
about
I know
Deshaun.
the joke.
Oh,
I know.
okay. How many cases now?
Most improved player on my team or on my picks
Yeah.
is a dude that did not even touch the field for week 1 or week 2, was making an appearance last week and completely balled out. I got the red rifle.
Okay.
45-year-old Andy Dalton.
I like that.
You can't.
I do really like
mean,
that.
he improved because he actually played a full game. But during
Yeah.
that game, dude's throwing laser
He
beams.
he.
Some of
turned
those
back the clock.
throws were
Turned back
beautiful.
the clock
Were
on that,
completely gorgeous. Yeah, I agree.
Guy, I mean, he looked great.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Kind of handsome too with that beard.
No. All right, I'm sorry. You can think Andy Dalton's handsome. That's fine. Dumpster fire of the week. Who do you got? This is important. This is a
So-
huge moment.
So
Go
my
ahead.
dumpster
Yeah.
is I kind of looked at it a different way.
Okay.
So this guy didn't even play,
Okay. Oh. Okay. Go ahead.
but you just mentioned Andy Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
My dumpster fire is Bryce Young
Yeah.
because you just had your backup quarterback start.
Mm-hmm.
They benched you midweek.
Yeah.
They started Andy Dalton, and he balled out,
Yep.
making you look like you can't play
Right.
football.
Well, and because before that, everyone was saying, "Well, the Panthers don't have weapons. The Panthers don't have an
Exactly.
offensive line. The Panthers don't have."
They kept on making excuses for him.
35-year-old Andy Dalton steps up and looks like the
And
MVP of the league.
He puts up what, his age and numbers now? They had like
Yeah.
35, 38
Yeah,
points
yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like it.
it's kind of bad. It's
not a good
terrible, terrible look for
It's
Bryce Young.
it's a dumpster fire worthy look.
I
for
will say
Bryson.
this though, I gotta give him his props. I know he did stay out there and like he gave everyone high fives and he
Yeah.
was there cheering on his team.
Yeah.
You love to see that from a guy who sucks.
Yeah.
You need the water boy out there, and I'm happy they are giving this young man, this teenager, Bryce Young, a chance.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. All right.
your dumpster.
My dumpster fire of the week hurts because it's one of my favorite players in the NFL, and I can't do it anymore. I don't know what you're doing, man. I'm sorry. The Bills are good.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
You
Is
can't-
that your pick?
You can't just play like garbage for 4 quarters. I don't need you to win the game.
Yeah.
I need you to not play like an absolute dumpster fire for, well, actually 55 minutes because I brought in Mac Jones and he almost scored the same amount of points. I think Trevor Lawrence needs something. I don't know if it's a coach. I don't know. I mean, dude could really benefit from a wide receiver one because Christian Kirk is not that guy. But
The issue is that they paid Christian Kirk like that. They
Yeah,
gave him one of the
right.
biggest contracts at
and
the
that is
time,
not
anyways.
right. Yeah, and that's
And-
not Trevor Lawrence's fault. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
it-
and
it's-
that sucks.
I-
but you
yeah.
gotta be better. You gotta be the first overall pick of the draft.
I had Trevor Lawrence very high last season. I thought he was going to be a breakout player last season.
Yeah.
I thought he could have been potentially the MVP last year, and he didn't get any better. And then
No.
this year, I was like,
It looks worse.
I think they could be a playoff team because he's going to be healthy, hopefully.
Yep.
And, yeah, like you said, he looks worse.
Yeah.
The team,
Like I said,
overall
I don't need a
doesn't
win.
look great,
I don't need a
but-
win. I think the Bills are the second best team in football. I do not need a win last night.
But you can't look like that
You can't be
against
terrible.
a good team.
You can't be absolutely dog water
Yeah,
for 4
he-
quarters. Well, 3.5.
I saw there were so many passes where like he would make a good pass. I'm like, that's what he can be.
Yeah.
And then he would go out the very next play and overthrow his wide open
Did
receiver.
did you see the Mac Jones fumble though?
I did
It's
not,
one of the-
no.
It's one of the worst. Like Mac Jones comes in and he's like fine and he's like actually driving.
Yeah.
Just the worst fumble in NFL. Like it looks.
That might
it
be
looks-
one of the most Mac Jones things
Oh, dude.
ever.
We should put if we can, we should like put that clip right here. Okay. All right. That's gonna do it. I
Yeah,
think we did it.
that's-
I think that's a
that's-
wrap.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We
Thanks
did
for
it.
joining us.
Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell. We're gonna try and be better at TikTok this week because we haven't posted in like 6 days.
Yeah, we've been
Kind of just mediocre to be honest. No,
Yeah.
but yeah. So we appreciate you listening. Have a great one. Go give someone a high five. I don't know.
if you sneeze during this, bless you.
Nah.
Peace.
And playing intelligent football, which they just have not been able to do.
Jones pump fake, ball knocked loose, scooped up. Eventually fumbled and then scooped up. That's Casey Toohill.
I want me some glory hole.